All right, so today I want to talk you through the differences and similarities between the various medicinal mushrooms like lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, and chaga. Now, they each all are in the class of being medicinal mushrooms, and what this can mean is that they each have immunomodulatory or immune regulating properties, which is pretty amazing and pretty incredible herbally, and even just as a functional way, because immune challenges are really quite common. And not only that, but having your immune system feeling constantly overwhelmed or being barraged or attacked, or having it, let's say, be affected by allergies or various excesses and deficiencies, can really, all these things can really have a negative effect on our overall emotional state. It can cause us to really function from a basic level of kind of anxiety and or fear. So oftentimes what can happen is once our immune system starts to get stronger, once it starts to feel more balanced, then usually our mental emotional state will pick up on those cues. It might sound a little bit weird, but that's been my experience. And then there's the whole psychoneuroimmunology aspect, where it's like looking at the connection between our psychological state, our emotional state, how that affects our endocrine system, how that affects our immune system, and how these things all interrelate. Because it's really a confusing thing that people somehow think all of these functions and systems in our bodies are separate, when in actuality they're one and the same, but in a simple way, very interrelated. So that's the first kind of baseline benefit that all of these will have, is being able to balance and regulate the immune system and safely make our immune system more strong and intelligent over the long term. Meaning it's not going to be an immunostimulant or an immunodepressant. It's going to be something that can actually help regulate, which is really super important as it relates to digestion, psychological health, and even our ability to deal with inflammation. So some of the differences we'll talk through, starting off with lion's mane. Now, lion's mane is unique and famous because of its ability to help support the nervous system and support regeneration of the nervous system and perhaps even the brain, studying basically nerve growth factor and brain nerve growth factor. And it's basically its ability to protect the nervous system and regenerate it, which is pretty amazing if you think about it, because not a lot of things can actually do that. And it's actually a kind of an outdated belief system that for some reason people have, where I guess it was like a thing that people believed, where it was like you were just the same. Like you just grew to a certain point, and then everything after that you were just the same. So people are blown away by epigenetics, or like, oh, your neurology can change. It's like, yeah, I mean, to a degree, some things are fixed, but also it's kind of obvious that if you change your behavior, you change your actions, that your body will respond to that, because that's just what it does. And your body, if your body's ability to adapt is diminished, then obviously your health is diminished, your quality of life is diminished, and you're kind of stuck and fixated, and that's not really that healthy. So it just kind of boggles my mind that that's like a big thing. But anyways, lion's mane really helps support the nervous system. It's also used for supporting cognition and being a bit of a nootropic. And I have enjoyed those benefits from it, and a lot of my clients have said similar things as well. So lion's mane is a really great one. The next one would be reishi mushroom. Now, reishi can have more of like a calming, relaxing quality to it, because within Chinese medicine it's classified as herbs which can calm the shin or mend the chest. And basically, I definitely have noticed those effects quite profoundly from reishi. A lot of people can have what they feel are type spiritual experiences from reishi, but in actuality just really helps calm the mind and calm the heart, while also supporting a lot of functions in the body, like liver health, cardiovascular health, all the immune benefits. So it's kind of like lion's mane, help support the nerves, help support cognition. Reishi, calm the mind, ease anxiety, be nice and kind of relaxing and balancing. And then cordyceps, the next one, would be kind of like the more energizing or athletic type of herb within these categories. Like for me, I don't for me, cordyceps is something that I definitely notice a benefit from, but for me, I don't take it all the time because it kind of makes me a little bit too horny, to be honest, which is great, if that's perhaps what I wanted, but sometimes it's not always what I am focusing on. But a lot of people take it and for those benefits, and people take it for supporting their training, supporting athletic things, or just generally having more energy, or kind of getting some energy back as well. So not saying that it's necessarily going to make everyone horny, but basically what that's indicating is health in many degrees, because usually one of the first things to go if you're not feeling healthy or good is your desire for for sex. That's in many ways an indicator for vitality in some capacity. So cordyceps is definitely in that athletic enhancement, energy support type of thing, because it can really help improve blood oxygenation and ATP levels as well, which is obviously good for energy. Now, when we get to chaga, to me, that's like takes all of the immune benefits and all of the immune support and just exponentially increases it, just because of chaga's ridiculously high antioxidant content and immuno support. So it's really anti-inflammatory, really great for the immune system and really stronger immuno challenges, but it's also very gentle and mild and soft. So I really like it, and it tastes really good as well. It's easy to put in beverages or foods and things because the flavor is really nice. So the chaga is really powerful, but also subtle and soft at the same time, which might sound weird, but that's really the characteristic, meaning it doesn't have any really strong, harsh, bitter overtones. It has this nice mushroomy, almost slightly vanilla flavor, because it does actually contain vanillic acid. So those are kind of the differences in certain personalities of each of these mushrooms that are slightly different, but they all obviously have the overlap of really being supportive for the immune system in a very unique and pretty potent way. So for all the stuff I sell in Hyperion, they're all concentrated hot water extracts, and they've all been grown in the correct way, and they're the correct form of each of those things. And that's just honestly because I personally want to take the best and most effective things for myself first and foremost. So I don't sell anything that I don't actually take and I don't actually believe in, because if I didn't actually believe in it or want to take it, then I probably wouldn't want to sell it, and I wouldn't have the energy to do the work and put in the time and energy to make it happen in a business way. So anyways, hopefully that helps and clears some things up. I really recommend these categories of herbs for how deeply supportive they are for the body, while also being gentle and pretty well tolerated for quite a lot of people, and just the crazy benefits. I mean, we could do hours and hours of content on each of the benefits of each of these herbs, and I could share hours of cool stories of cool experiences that I've had with each of them. But in this video, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick, these are the differences, just because sometimes it might seem like, well, wait, why would I take one versus the other? But in actuality, I think anyone could take any of them and they're going to be quite good. It just kind of depends on which subtle or different direction that you want to go in. So anyways, check out hyperionherbs.com if you want to learn more, and I'll talk to you soon.